It only took 3 years for this cottonwood tree to go from this size to this 16-foot tall tree here. And it is thick. So any normal person would have chopped this tree down or pulled it out before it got to this point, and I probably should have done that. But at this point, I want to do something with this tree since it's here. Last year it made a little too much shade, even though it was a lot shorter, and really hindered some of the growth of my plants. This year, I'm going to take this tree and I'm going to turn it into a trellis. So I started out, I put some tomatoes near the base here. They're starting to grow pretty tall. Getting a little lack of light, we got to fix that. And these tomatoes are going to climb up this cottonwood tree. We're also going to add some different vining plants like cucumbers, some melons here to also climb this tree. So the plan is going to be take off some of these weak branches that can't really hold too much weight, defoliate a lot of these branches, and top this tree off because we don't want this thing to keep going. Next year it's going to be well over 20 feet tall, and that's a little too much. So my plan is to start at the bottom here. I'm looking at branches that are spindly like this. Don't need those, they're not going to help us. They're shading out these plants. I'm going to chop out all those skinny branches and just start throwing them on the ground, and they're going to help fertilize this space. Just starting out with some smaller cuts here. You can always come back later on and take out whole branches if we need to. Right now we're just trying to get a decent look at the shape of this tree. So a few different things could happen here. Since we're taking so much off this tree, we could get immense suckering happening at the base. That'll be fine. We'll take care of those suckers if they pop up. We are going to top this tree up high, so hopefully the tree focuses all the growth at the top instead of at the base. Either way, we'll make do. So all my trellising is going to be on this side of the tree, so I really don't need any of these branches coming out here unless I want to grow watermelons up this tree. I don't think we're trying that this year. So I can go ahead and take off some of these larger limbs here that won't be necessary, just to make a little more room. This side here, this is where all my growth is going to be coming up. I'm starting to see a decent shape starting to form here where I can weave my plants in and out of this tree. And what we'll do is on some of the ends of these flimsy branches here, we're going to leave some of the leaves on them. I don't think that's going to stop any suckering from happening, but it's worth a shot. It's kind of sad to be doing all this after these years of this cottonwood tree just growing in here, but we don't need a cottonwood tree in the garden. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to top this tree. I'm thinking somewhere around the 10-foot range. That's going to put me up in here. That's going to take off a lot of this top heavy growth here because we don't need this tree blowing over either. This is probably going to be really heavy. That's a lot of tree. So I like that height. We're gonna have to do a little thinning up top here. Maybe clean this edge up here. This is where we cut it up top. Still got some longer branches off to the sides here that I'm gonna take back just to get a shape that looks halfway decent in here. And with all these branches taken out down low, now the vegetable garden can finally get a little bit of extra light. We're ready to start stringing these tomatoes up now. Thing's a little hacked up. Looks like the power company came through and chopped it. But once I get some plants on it, it's going to look a lot better. I'm using 3/8 rope for my tomatoes this year because sometimes the thinner white wires can kind of dig into the plants This really doesn't, and this gives me something I can wrap a tie wrap around to keep my tomatoes nice and flexible. And that's gonna help out a lot with something like this. This tree is gonna still blow in the wind, so we don't want it to break these tomatoes if it bends too much. So I'm gonna feed my rope over the top here, do a little weaving through these branches here. I'm gonna tie a real loose knot at the base of this tomato plant and then tie it off to the top of this tree. Nice and slack here. The tomato won't blow over because it gets tight enough, but it's not going to get so tight that it rips the tomato out of the ground. And I will tie wrap this, but for now I'll just wrap this tomato around this rope. So just like that, got the ropes hanging down, weave between the branches, and we got a loose knot at the bottom of the tomato, and we've wrapped the tomato around the rope because these are vining type. These are indeterminate tomatoes, cherry bombs. These are going to grow really tall here. These are going to have no problem growing taller than this tree itself, and they're going to start cascading over. At that point, we can weave them through some of these branches we left over. But we're also going to come in front here. All this space I left that is now covered in leaves getting fertilized. We're going to grow some vining plants to just go up this thing and just be a chaotic mess. I still think it would be crazy to have some big watermelons hanging from there, but we won't do that. Maybe we'll just do some cucamelons or just some regular cucumbers. And nothing's going to waste, this big pile of branches here. I'm going to chop that up because my potatoes need to start getting some more material on top. These are the yard waste potatoes here, where we're growing in straw, grass clippings, wood chips, weeds, anything just gets tossed in here right on top of these potatoes. You can see that is a good way to grow potatoes. Got a lot of potatoes growing in here, and this cottonwood is going to help fertilize and mulch these. So that's that. I just wanted to make this video because doing something like this, watching this tree grow for 3 years and then doing these drastic chops to it, I at least wanted to look back and see how it looked before I did all that. And I kind of want to see what it's going to turn out in the future. Let's see what kind of suckering we get. Let's see if we can utilize this tree every year to grow some vining plants, possibly add some birdhouses to it, and we didn't waste anything. Thanks for watching.